Have you ever met someone who hears you clearly, but still struggles to understand what you're saying? Today, we're going to talk about language processing disorder, LPD, a learning disability that affects how the brain processes spoken language. We will discuss what it is, or what the signs look like, how it's managed, and the important role nurses play in supporting individuals with this condition.
In a bright and active classroom, a teacher begins her lesson for the day. Her students listen carefully as she explains the instructions for their group activity. Most of the students nod in understanding. They quickly process the information and begin preparing for the task. But among them is one student who quietly struggles. This student has a language processing disorder, a condition that makes it difficult to understand and interprets spoken information as quickly as others. While the teacher's instructions seem clear to the rest of the class, the words feel overwhelming and confusing to this student. Sentences blend together. Important details are missed. The meaning becomes hard to grasp. As the class forms their groups, the other members begin discussing the activity confidently. They understand what to do. But the student with language processing disorder feels lost. Uncertain and frustrated, the student decides to approach the teacher after noticing the confusion growing. Instead of dismissing the concern, the teacher listens carefully and observes the student's difficulty. She recognizes that the issue is not a lack of intelligence or effort, but a difference in how information is processed. With patience and understanding, the teacher breaks down the instructions into smaller, clearer steps. She repeats them slowly. She uses simpler language. She checks for understanding after each part. This time, something changes. The student begins to process the information more clearly. The task no longer feels overwhelming. Step by step, understanding builds.
With the right support and teaching strategy, the student is now ready to participate fully in the group activity. Inclusion is not about treating everyone the same. It is about recognizing differences and responding with empathy, patience, and the right support. Because every student can succeed when given the chance to understand.
Overview of the learning disability. Language processing disorder is a type of learning disability that affects how the brain understands and organizes spoken language. It is often associated with auditory processing disorder and may sometimes be seen in children with attention deficit/hyperactivity disorder or autism spectrum disorder. LPD is not caused by hearing loss. The ears work properly, but the brain has difficulty interpreting what is heard. Main types: a receptive language disorder, difficulty understanding spoken language; expressive language disorder, difficulty expressing thoughts clearly using words. LPD can affect academic performance, communication skills, and social interactions.
Management. There is no cure for language processing disorder, but early intervention significantly improves outcomes. Management strategies include speech and language therapy, breaking instructions into smaller steps, using visual aids and written instructions, repetition and clarification, extra time for responses and assignments, structured routines. Collaboration between teachers, parents, therapists, and healthcare providers is essential. Nursing interventions. 1. Assessment. Observe communication patterns. Screen for developmental delays. Identify coexisting conditions. 2. Communication support. Use simple, clear language. Give one instruction at a time. Allow extra processing time. Confirm understanding by asking the patient to repeat instructions. 3. Family education. Teach caregivers effective communication techniques. Encourage structured home routines. Provide therapy resources. 4. Advocacy. Support individualized education plans, IEPs, coordinate interdisciplinary care. Promote early referral for speech-language evaluation. 5. Emotional support. Encourage self-confidence. Reduce frustration and anxiety. Language processing disorder affects how the brain makes sense of spoken words. With early intervention, supportive strategies, and collaborative care, individuals with LPD can thrive academically, socially, and emotionally. Awareness is the first step. Understanding is the second. Support makes the difference. Thank you for watching.